Okay, we're back here with Eric Fine from Patriot Law Firm. Eric is here talking to us about lots of different things that can really change your life. Things like DUI, assault charges, drug charges, probation violations. And actually, that last one is what we're going to be talking about in this video.
It's a big one.
Probation and parole violations.
Yes.
Talking about avoiding jail and protecting your freedom. And Eric has lots of experience in law enforcement in his background, which equips him very well to defend as a lawyer. So let's start with just kind of the basic question. What is the difference between probation and parole?
Probably one of the biggest questions I get is what is the difference? Because there is a night and day difference between the two, all right? So the first thing I want to emphasize, and I repeat this, it'll probably be on my gravestone, okay, to the people who work for me and work with me. Probation is a sentence. Probation is a sentence. If somebody got probation, what probation is like, just as it sounds, it's like, all right, you have a jail sentence, like say 36 months, suspended, meaning you don't go to jail.
Yeah.
Don't go to prison, 24 months supervised probation. People think, oh man, he got probation. He's off the hook. He can run amok.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, I do more probation violation defenses than probably any other type of defense that I do. It's a big, big, big topic. So probation could entail somebody, let's say they were arrested for burglary, a felony, and they got a 3-year sentence, 36 months in prison, suspended, which means it's held above your head, but you're going to have to do 24 months supervised probation. During that probation period, you've got to keep a job, you can't get arrested, you have to do drug testing, you have to report to a probation officer. The probation officer is going to make unannounced visits at your work, at your home. They're going to follow you up, right?
Okay.
If you mess up on that supervised probation, all right, what happens is that 36-month sentence that was above your head. You know, if you pled on a burglary, we got this deal for you on a burglary, and now you catch a DUI or a public intox or something like that. I'm not talking about a traffic ticket unless it's a reckless driving. Okay, because then that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Or a DUI. Now all of a sudden you're in violation of probation, which means not only the new offense can you and will you be prosecuted for, but that 36 months is hanging right above your head.
Comes back to haunt you,
because probation is a sentence, all right? Parole. What parole is, you're already in prison. You go before a parole board, and I want to go ahead and say this because I'm pretty proud of it. When you go to Montgomery and you've got 2 minutes and a big timer and you're sitting there trying to give your pitch on getting somebody out of prison and get them paroled, I've actually won a parole hearing.
Wow.
And had a guy with a 17-year drug sentence after 5 years released on parole, and his life had changed, and it really had. He made my job easy, but that's not easy to do.
No, I wouldn't think so.
But the parole thing has to do with, okay, we let you out of prison a little bit early. You mess up, you're going right back inside. That means if you don't show up at your parole officer's office when you're supposed to, or you don't get a job, or you pop positive on drug tests, the punishment then is you go back to prison.
To finish the sentence that you started?
Right, whereas probation is your avoidance of prison. The consequence of violating either one means prison.
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
Not good. And, sometimes people just have a hard time staying out of trouble.
Well, so what would cause someone to violate probation or parole?
Like, a positive drug test.
Okay.
Okay, meaning that you're supposed to have negatives. Let's say they're on probation for unlawful possession of methamphetamine.
Okay.
They have it's a D felony. It's a year and a day up to 5 years. Let's say that they've got 5 years hanging over their head and they have 36 months supervised probation. All of a sudden they pop positive for meth.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You violated probation. Not reporting to probation. Not, if you move, telling them your new location. That's a violation.
Okay.
They can violate you and your probation in an instant. And we see an awful lot of that in our circuit courts. Absolutely.
And if that happens, their first move needs to be calling you.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a 24-hour live answering service.
Okay.
So if I don't answer the phone, I'm probably in court or dealing with clients. And then I have my assistant, Serena, and Annie to answer the phones. They're at the office. And on holidays, weekends, after hours, 24/7, 365, you call, you're going to get a live person, and then they send me a text. I need to know immediately.
Okay.
This is an emergency.
Okay.
Okay, because probation is a sentence and you've already been sentenced.
Right.
So now we have to stave off the implementation of that sentence.
Yeah.
And that means you're probably going to be held in jail with no bond because you've been sentenced, because probation is a sentence.
Right.
You see that theme? I keep
Yeah,
saying
I do.
it, right?
Probation is a sentence.
Probation is a sentence. And that is one of the things that so many people just don't understand.
Yeah.
They go, well, he was supposed to be given a second chance. Yeah, but probation is a sentence.
Yeah.
And you've already, so just, this will blow your mind. Even if you have a negative interaction with a law enforcement officer and you were not arrested, that's a probation violation. Just getting arrested. Not even, hey, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like the constructive possession scenario that we talked, in previous episodes. That's enough. You could be doing everything right, and you brought it up. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong people.
Yep.
It'll get you 10 out of 10 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
So aside from calling you, which obviously is step one, if someone's accused of a violation, what else do they need to be doing?
Well, there's not a whole lot they can do because they're probably going to be in custody.
Okay.
All right? So what we don't want to do is we don't want to be running our mouths, so we shut up and we lawyer up, because what ends up happening is you're going to say something and it will be used against you in court, okay? Right. And with a probation, it is such a slippery, slick slope. Say that 5 times fast. It is so difficult to maneuver. What you cannot do is go back there into the day space or the day room of the jail that you're being held out. Start running your mouth because you don't know who over there is ready to snitch on you.
Right.
Okay. Shut up and lawyer up.
Yep.
Let me handle this. Okay. It's a very serious situation. We don't have a whole lot of options. Okay. But it doesn't mean I don't have a couple of tricks up my sleeve.
Well, sure.
Oh yeah.
So they're completely relying on you, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Talk to me about a revocation hearing.
The revocation hearing, it looks just like a trial.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it really does. We try to avoid revocation hearings, and I like to think that I'm a pretty crafty negotiator when it comes to dealing with district attorneys and prosecutors over this very issue. But a revocation hearing is something that all they have to show or prove in a revocation hearing is 2 things. Number one, well, 3 things. Number one, you were on probation, and probation is a
sentence.
Okay, very good. So that they were on probation. Number 2, they knew the terms of the probation, which they always will because they'll have signed documents.
I'm sure, yeah.
And number 3, they were charged with an offense. Charged. I did not say convicted, did I?
Right.
If you get down to a revocation hearing, you better have me. Because I'm going to tell you, the odds are really stacked against us.
Really?
Really. Okay? Because all they have to prove is you were on probation you knew what the rules were, and you got accused, not convicted. And the reason, and people's minds are blown, how can this be? How can this be? Probation is a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot emphasize that enough. Mm-hmm. And when it finally sinks in, when I talk to families and the people involved, they go, oh man, that makes sense. Well, I don't like that at all. Well, talk to your state legislatures.
Yeah.
Because that is the law.
Yeah.
So we're already behind, the 8 ball, so to say, when it comes down to a probation revocation. If we're in that revocation hearing, it better be deftly handled.
Okay.
Because otherwise, the recourse is straight to the penitentiary.
Wow.
Yeah, because probation is a sentence. That's right.
Big stuff. Are there any other options besides going back to jail? Obviously, you're hoping that you can...
Yes.
What's the alternative?
Okay. So let's say that somebody is on probation for possessing methamphetamine. And they violate that probation by possessing methamphetamine. That person has a drug problem.
Yeah.
And if they think they don't, they've been arrested because of drugs, you have a drug problem.
Yeah.
Whether it's a legal drug problem or you have an addiction, and an addiction is a sickness, okay? Rehab. Rehab is an option. And I've always pushed the fact that, look, if we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to keep getting what we're getting.
Yep.
At some point, we've got to break this cycle.
Yeah.
Okay? So when I see people that come in with extensive drug histories, convictions, arrests, whatever, and then they've done it again and they're on probation. But what I don't see is that they haven't been to rehab. Well, we've only set ourselves up for failure.
Yeah.
And not all of my clients are built for probation.
Right.
So there's other strategies that we have to do. But that is a big one. We get them into a drug rehab. Okay. Another one would be instead of random, they have to color code. They call in and we increase that color, right? We make them, instead of them testing, say, once every 8 or 10 days, now they're testing every 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
So we increase that. There's different strategies, and it depends on who this person is, what their history is, what their underlying offense was, what they're facing, and what the new charge is. And of course, the other thing, which is really like the Hail Mary of probation, revocation, and probation hearings, is you convince the DA and the judge to say, look, my client was wrongfully arrested, wrong place, wrong time, wrong person, right? Let's see what happens with this other case. Now, that's another classic example of let me handle that case as well.
Yeah.
If you had 2 different lawyers, you have 2 different objectives for success.
Right.
So it's one of those things that I would rather be in it from the beginning, which means if you get caught, if you got to call me right away so I can intercede.
Yeah.
You may be set for a preliminary hearing on a new charge and you think that's the right thing to do, but if they just find probable cause, that's enough to revoke you. Okay? It's got to be handled right. This is a red ball. It is an emergency.
Can people do this without a lawyer if they want to?
Well.
But it is possible. So people might
I guess anything's possible.
Well, sure. People might think they could. What would you say to someone that said, you know what? I'm just going to handle this myself.
Well, I would say, I guess I would quote, some of our founding fathers that said, anybody that, represents themselves is a fool for a client. Okay?
Wise words.
Wise words. Trust me.
Yeah.
This is not a Chat GPT moment, my friend.
Right.
This is not.
Right.
Yeah.
They need your experience. They need your knowledge. They
need it.
Someone
quickly.
who can handle the nuance.
Call me right away.
So if you're watching, if you are dealing with an issue related to parole or probation, please don't go it alone.
No.
Please don't just choose the first lawyer you come across on the internet. Please call Eric Fine at Patriot Law. He has the knowledge, he has the experience, he understands the nuance of these situations and how they need to be handled delicately. Please call him.
Thank you.
as soon as possible.
Call me. Coming right away.
Thanks for telling us about this and for being here with us again.
Thank you
really
for having
appreciate
me,
it.
Ann. Thank you.